The Fault in Our Stars is a 2014 American romantic drama film directed by Josh Boone and stars Shailene, Woodley, and Ansel Elgort in the lead roles, with Laura Dern, Sam Trammell, Nat Wolff, and Willem Dafoe in the supporting roles. The movie is based on the 2012 novel of the same name by John Green. I wanted to watch this movie back in 2014, but 2 years prior to this movie's release was another movie based off on a book, and I just finished it, and it was Twilight. I needed a few years just to get off on that, because Twilight, oh my god. And not so soon later, 50 Shades released, and I just didn't have it in me to go through that all over again. So over a period of time, I kind of forgot about the movie. That is, up until Bollywood realized that they needed to remake this movie in Hindi and make it star Sushant Singh Rajput in the lead role. So that got me a bit more interested, and due to the recent passing of Sushant Singh Rajput, the makers of this movie's remake have decided to post the remake of this on Hotstar, and you can find the original too there. So I decided it's finally time. I decided to give this movie a chance. The movie is really not that bad. I love the characters. They're so well developed and they're very human. Ansel Elgort as Gus is one of the most optimistic characters that I have ever witnessed, and that's coming from an optimistic character. So I love the way he portrayed the role of Gus. It really felt like he took a lot of care and seriousness into this character and portraying it on film. But the highlight of the movie is obviously Shailene. She managed to play Hansel in such a convincing manner that it didn't really feel like that this was an actor playing there. The performance was so realistic and it was so heartfelt. Whenever she cries, you are really going to get emotional. If you're someone who cries during a movie, then this is going to break your heart like anything. This movie has a lot of emotional scenes, and it should. It deals with the love story of two cancer patients, and this is not one of those movies where you over the course of the movie you realize that the person has cancer. No, the movie starts off that way. You really get to know from the very first scene that these characters have cancer. They are going to die. The way the director and the writer managed to hook us up with this premise was, well, thank you for that, because you really could have done this in a different way where it would have just flopped like anything. If you'd done this story any other way, if you made this a bit way too cartoony or cliched, cheesy, then it would have been so wrong. But thankfully they went with a realistic route in this movie. Another great thing is the parents in the movie. You don't get to see much of Gus's parents. I really don't know why, but the Ansel's parents, Gus's parents, really don't get that much of a screen time. They're there for a few minutes, I can say, but mostly the parental focus is focused on Shailene's, Hansel's. Laura Dern and Sam Trammell, his father and mother of Hansel's character. The interaction they have with their daughter and the way they speak to each other, the way the mother acts, always terrified, always, afraid of something going to happen, but at the same time maintaining a calm face. It's a really difficult thing to do, and she managed to do that with a lot of ease. The story is also very engaging, and obviously I loved the way the story was taken place. And it tries to avoid some of the cliches. Well, actually, there were times when it tried to go into the cliche, but it's never like a huge bump. It's more like a small bump. So you really don't feel it when you watch the movie, because even in those such scenes, it really felt realistic. Willem Dafoe as the writer Ansel is just wonderful, and I have a hunch that Saif Ali Khan will be playing this, and if it is, I really want to see how that will play out. But the two scenes Willem Dafoe has in this movie, he rocked it. And the end of that first scene is when Ansel actually says to Willem Dafoe's character,
"Go fuck yourself."
That was one of the best replies. I was laughing like anything. And while watching this movie, there was a crucial moment in the movie and my headphones just ran out of battery and I rammed it like anything because I hate it when that happens, because I was so hooked into the world and everything, and suddenly the headphones go, "You're running out of battery." So that was so difficult to live with. Then I just put the thing on speaker and then started playing again. I really don't know what to say, guys. I'm giving Fault in Our Stars an 8 out of 10. It's a masterpiece movie and I can't wait for the remake starring Sushant Singh Rajput. I read it on a news article, this one, that it's going to be streaming on Hotstar on July 24th. So I'm really waiting for that. All the best to you guys. The movie is actually really good, and in these 6 years of time, if you haven't watched the movie thinking it's just like another Twilight kind of thing, then I would like to say to you guys, just watch the movie. You're really going to get hooked. If I ever get the chance, I would really like to interview this director and this author of that novel, because I really don't think you can write a story like this and execute it in this way without having actually going through something like this yourself, or actually having witnessed someone going through this yourself. So I really would like to know the mindset prior to making this movie and the novel. Yeah, it's a movie that I would recommend to everyone. It's available on Hotstar, and even the remake is now coming on Hotstar. Wow. And that's all for my review of The Fault in Our Stars. If you like this video, please hit that like button, share this video with your friends, hit that subscribe button, and hit that bell icon too, so that I keep coming onto your feed. Comment below what you thought of the movie, guys. I really would like to know your experience with it. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.